Do you think me and Brennan will last? So my sister has been through many relationships. She knows a lot about relationships and has a lot of really good advice. So I decided to ask some overall questions that I have that I think many other girls would have and would benefit from. Okay, Lily, what is the first most important trait of a guy?
There's like 50. I'd have to say what I look for in a guy.
How do I look so short?
First of all, the piano's white. We're fixing it up. What I look for in a guy is definitely like a plan for the future. That is one of the first things I'll ask, and how to tell if I'm flirting with them. What's your plan? What's your plan? You gotta gauge them for like husband material. No, that's just a stage of life that I'm in right now though.
I was gonna say something like honesty. Difference in our
I guess
answers.
that's not really a trait. Well, it's like ambition or
yeah,
drive.
well, like the
ones that's a little bit more for like my personal life, being supportive
and being like your neighbor.
Why you gotta do that, Annie?
So this is for all you ladies who are going through that talking stage.
We all know that you look at your phone and you have a little triangle smile.
Yeah. Should you play hard to get at first?
Define like hard to get.
He texts you and like you wait like a day to answer.
Waiting a long time to respond is not cool. It makes you forget what you were talking about, and like when you have a thought, no, don't do that. I would say don't give away all your information.
Yeah, like if he asks you questions, just be like, you'll just have to wait to find out.
Or yeah, if it's a question that's obviously leading towards something that you're picking up on, then definitely like you kind of play cool, play hard to get.
Also guys, I'm re-dyeing my hair in a few weeks, so don't judge it.
Also, we're relationship experts.
Should you become with his friends fast, or should you wait till y'all are way more developed in the relationship to become friends with his friends?
I'd say hang out with them all. Then you'll get to see how he acts with
around
his friends.
them.
That's really good. One thing you gotta know, ladies, if he acts good around his friends and his girl space friends, then he will probably act good around you. But more importantly, how he acts around his mom and his sister are how he's going to treat you.
Yeah, once the honeymoon stage is over, he's just gonna be normal.
Wow.
Go off.
Where am I spitting these facts?
Would you rather him start texting you really often even though y'all are still just talking? Or would you rather wait every week to see him in person so your relationship builds?
I don't like texting all the time. I mean, I don't mind good morning, good night texts like, how was your day? Oh, I hope it was good. I'll see you this time. I'm not one for actually building relationships over text. I think it's really easy to hide behind a keyboard.
When you said hide behind a keyboard, I was thinking of like a shot in like a horror movie where they're like
Something you can't find in someone else is the security that you want in your emotions and in your whole life. This is so important to me because you need to find your own independence and your own love for yourself. I know it sounds so typical, but like once you actually experience that happiness and that joy and just being yourself, then you can really go pour into someone else's life.
Okay, Lily, this is a good question. What do you do if you both like each other and you know you both like each other, but you know that he also talks to other girls, but you guys aren't exclusive?
Hang out with him one-on-one and see how often he picks up his phone.
What do you do? Because like that's gonna raise a lot of like trust issues in the girl, because they're gonna be like, oh, you talk to other girls, like I don't know if I ever want to be exclusive with you because you're just gonna cheat on me, you know? So like, yeah. But at the same time though, you can't make a guy not talk to other girls when y'all aren't even dating.
No, for sure. And I think that's the part where patience comes in. Actually, you know, it'd be really a boss move is if you hung out with him with all the girls that you think he talks to and see which one he pays most attention to.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Wow, that's like some
that's
some diva stuff. I am your new older sister to anybody who's watching.
Should he ask you out on an official date before becoming official?
Yes. There's a big difference between dating and being like committed to somebody. Because dating does not mean commitment. Dating simply is to get to know someone, and I get very passionate about this because this is the problem that society has, is that they think once you go out on a date, you're basically like married. No, that is not true. Until you literally have a ring on your finger, you are not committed to that person for life. Now you can say all the things that you want to say. You can like work towards that, but when you are dating somebody, you are simply getting to know them.
Okay, so once y'all are dating and you're really comfortable with each other, how much should you like go out fancily?
I think you need to, in my opinion, maybe do like 4 casual days where you're just hanging out, and then like 1 fancy day in between that. Cause like in a relationship, if you have the true intentions of like staying together, not every day is gonna be fancy nancy. So you need to like experience them in both, but more so in the casual, cause that's more so what you're going to experience in a really committed relationship.
Should he make an effort to make friends with your friends and family?
Yes, period, especially your family.
My heart is quaking. Do you see it? I said quaking. Okay, for the past like 2 days, I've been saying watering. Why do I do that? It's ing. Not Inga. I know, right? Crust to the max. If your friends don't like him, how much should you listen? Like, how much do your friends know?
He's taking like more of your attention and your time, then give your friends the adequate amount of time, or make the case to them why you're not giving them as much time. If they don't like him because they're like, oh, I heard him talking to another girl, or oh, I heard that he was doing drugs or smoking, then like for sure listen to them if they have actual proof. So you must trust, but you must verify.
This is a question for like Lily. What is one thing a guy has done in the past that you cannot have happen again? You will not have it.
Emotionally manipulate into feeling worse about myself when the issue is really him.
What is one thing a past guy has shown you that you want in a future man?
That's a really good question.
So like a positive question.
I definitely think that this guy that I dated for about 6 months, he was a really nice guy. He showed me I wanted someone who was not only smarter than I was, but like more intellectual, just had like a bigger brain. I think every person, good or bad, will teach you something that you want, and you'll eventually be able to identify more quickly what you do want.
Sometimes it kind of annoys me when people are like, oh, you've had 4 boyfriends, or like, I'm not talking about a specific person, I'm talking about just like in general. They'll be like, oh, you've dated a lot of people, like, oh my gosh, you suck, you must be like non-dateable. Each person that you're dating, you're learning and you're trying to find the perfect person. It would be worse if you just picked one person who like is very awful for you, but you're like, oh well, I mean, I already committed, so like I'm just gonna get married to them, and like you stay with them for the rest of your life. Isn't it a lot better that you learn and then you find someone who actually suits you? Like, some people will be like, oh, I need like a romantic relationship, I need someone to spoil me every day, but then they realize that they need someone who's like really chill.
That's what I thought I needed.
Do you like my hair? No, I literally hate my hair so much. Okay, sorry.
That's what happened to me, is that the whole idea, girls, if you're going through a relationship trauma right now, take this from me. I really did think that Hollywood's idea of love was like it. In reality, I think that it's just a person that you think is quality and that you love and that you are willing to go through things with, that you keep choosing every single day. We are like spitting so much truth right now.
That you have to know that you're not getting a person to fill holes in your life. You are getting a person, you are 100% on your own. You're getting an add-on. It's like you're 100% and they add on the cherry on top and the sprinkles and the whipped cream. Because that way when you get down to it, you fight for them because you want them, not because you
feel incomplete without them.
Exactly. If you guys are going down a rough patch, if you think that you're about to lose half of yourself, like how scary is that? And you're gonna make decisions based off of that knowledge, then instead of like, this is just a human, I can let them go if I need to. You know? Wow, I'm excited to edit this.
Okay, Lily, this is an interesting question. Is it bad if you guys don't have the same music and movie taste?
No.
No? Really? Why?
You can always expand your mind into different like genres, and you can learn to appreciate different genres by kind of delving into what they like. No, I don't think that's bad at all. I think you can learn a lot of things from someone who has very different opinions than you.
Wouldn't it be funny if I poured this on your head right now?
No.
We really do be having to go all the way down just to go into JCPenney. Ugh.
Imagine.
We're literally peasants. Influencer caught in the wild. Iconic. All right, Lil, while I wait for my Starbucks,
How much do you think that y'all should spend time together with your significant other?
Moderation is key. Not to the point where you get annoyed with them or start throwing away your productivity in your daily life, but still enough to get to know them.
I guess it just depends on the people and the situation.
Yeah, and it depends on how much alone time you need versus how much like social time you need.
It's been so long since I've done this like Starbucks shot. You might be wondering why I've brought you here.
I mean, I drove, but
It's gonna escalate.
I promise I didn't do it.
Now that you've heard all your own advice that you have for relationships, but now I have questions specifically about me and Brennan. First of all, just an overall, what is your honest opinion of me and Brennan's relationship?
Well, seeing as I set it up,
We need to tell that story eventually of how it all came to be. That would be a great video.
I like him. I like him for you. Sometimes you get caught up in your own head a little bit and he kind of takes you out of that. So positive and energetic and optimistic. And I know we talk about being like so independent with yourself, but at the same time, you sometimes just need a little bit of a pull to kind of show you.
Aww.
I think he genuinely cares about you.
Oh yay! I thought you were about to be like, okay, well first of all, I hate him. What changes have you seen in me since he's been a part of our lives?
That's a good question.
So first of all, think about me before February 14th, because fun fact, we met on Valentine's Day.
I think you've become more independent about your own thoughts because you have someone who kind of validates your independence and is like, wow, you're such an independent queen, and you're like starting to believe it now. And that's really healthy. You're definitely like growing into yourself alongside someone else.
Do you think me and Brennan will last?
I think that any relationship could last if you decide you want it to. That's like not really my place to say. So I hate being like, oh my gosh, that couple's a power couple, like they're gonna be together forever.
Yeah, a lot of people do that to other people, and then it puts pressure on them to actually do that or not do that.
That's a good point. So I'm just not gonna put any pressure on you. Let you make your decision to stay.
1, 2, 3. Woo!